Monday, 29th of July, 2013. This is the latest update from Neil Keenan.
Hello, you reached me again, and I just returned from Hong Kong, and I thought I'd bring you an update regarding what's taking place. And a lot of it you know, you've heard, and a lot of it you haven't. First things first, NALU, or Martha Wabawa, now has lawyers. The appeal will be filed by Friday, and hopefully it doesn't go too far or take too long. Martha, as you might know, new things popped up, such as he was never read his charges, never knew what he was facing, never had an attorney, never had discovery, never had literally any aspect of a process, a due process in relation to his case. Therefore, Martha, he's been had. He's been had by the judicial system and the prosecutorial system here. Absolutely not right, and not too sure they're not working with the other side, because in regards to the law, his father-in-law claimed the fake notes after saying he had never seen them. And it didn't really matter one way or another. They didn't belong to him. And he should never have been prosecuted. He should never have gone this far already, which I know, but you do, maybe. So that's the law here, and that's the law throughout the world, but including the international courts. Let's get into something a little more that you haven't heard about in the past, and that's I've been in Hong Kong, in China, and I heard a lot about the World Court. It's really been stimulating to find out that I didn't know that Karen Udis, her charges have been dropped, and she had been reinstated to her position as counsel in the World Court, head counsel. Great news for Karen. Kudos, Karen. Good job. But what I didn't know was that they won't let her back into the building, despite being reinstated. How can they do that, other than the fact the security is cabal? I think they're called Allied Baton or something like this. And the president of the World Bank is, I believe, from what I heard, there is also cabal. So they're going to keep Karen out if they can. And the reason why for that is because Karen's going to, more than likely from within, according to what we're reading, she's going to start working hard to bring the World Court to more transparency so that we can use those accounts. By the way, those accounts are family accounts. And guess who I was with? I was with the family. And the family might just be supporting Karen. They may provide the security for the World Bank. And that guy called president might just be dismissed, and it'll be a new president. So that the family's assets can be opened up and used in regards to humanitarian packages and projects and so on, which is what this whole thing was meant for in the beginning. But apparently the World Bank, the BIS, and the IMF were all set up so that the West could steal. It's been 100 years now the West has been stealing from the family. The family's finally catching up to them. And you know why they're catching up to them? Because people are standing up and fighting right now. And they're fighting with the very people that did all this stealing. And it all revolves around those damn banks. So it's a good thing, Karen. Karen, I believe you're going to knock down the door, and I believe you're going to get the security you wish, and I believe that those funds will be used as they were supposed to be used. And not only in that regard, we here right in Indonesia right now we've had so many people stealing gold, but the funny thing is they claim that no one knows what they're up to, or they think no one knows what they're up to. But everything they do, everything is being monitored. We know about Richard Armitage, we know about General Loren and everyone else, and trying to get the gold and trying to get it back to the cabal, and you can't find a nastier person than Armitage, and he's over here. But nevertheless, we know where he is. He knows where we are, and it's vice versa. Let's go further than that. Over here, it seems that what we've been waiting for in regards to NALU, so it's going to happen. Because NALU's also got some documentation going into the maybe the United Nations and into the International Court of Justice very soon. There will be a legal action filed, and that should help. All this should really work. Let's go further than that. Man, there was so much that I've learned and so much that I've heard. I can't talk forever about this. In regards to, ETs. Let's talk ETs. I never talk ETs. I don't believe in them. No, I believe there's something up there, but I'm a hot-headed Irishman, and I really don't talk about it. But it looks like the family, they made it very clear to me that the ETs, not ETs, but the angels came down about a month ago. They finally decided to give us a hand. Everything up until that point had been not accurate. I mentioned also the Empress to them. And, the DF has been around forever. The family's been around forever. And they don't know of this Empress that we talk of. The one that's been put out there for us. They're not aware of that. And they would be aware. I mean, they're positioned everywhere within the government from high to low. And they're good people, they're warm, they're kind, they're humble. And we got to be honest with each other, is what we have to be, because there's so much gobbledygook going around, people telling people different things that in many cases people don't know, and they don't have access to the right people. And that hurts us all, because it makes you look small, me look small, and everybody else look small while they're making themselves look big, only to find out later that they don't have what they claim. So I'm not going any further than that. You can put those pieces together, and they can as well. Nothing for me to talk about that. If I open it up, I open it up. But not right now. Let's just get this little piece done so that I can make you aware of the fact that NALU should be out soon, first of all. Next, my next step.